All right, it's my first time really doing this. I don't usually make just like YouTube videos, but that's pretty much what this is gonna be. Um, I am somebody who has spent over 3,000 hours on Xenoverse 2. I spent a lot of time in the PvP trenches, especially during the first like 2, 3 years of the game. These days I don't really play a lot of PvP anymore. I like playing the parallel quests and kind of doing that stuff, but um, yeah, I just want to talk about what I've seen from Xenoverse 3 so far. I think, you know, from what I'm seeing, it looks like they completely nuked the skill gap um, in the next game, and that is something that makes me not want to play it, especially not put the kind of hours that I've put into Xenoverse 2. Um, I, you know, part of the fun of Xenoverse 2 that I had anyway was like creating combos and that kind of stuff. And they completely seems like they totally reworked the way that, when you hit somebody with a super move, like the mechanical reaction of like how that enemy gets flung seems to be totally different, which, gets me worried because you can't really chain supers together the way you could in Xenoverse 2. Um, And then on top of that, I mean, they got rid of like the movement cancels, they got rid of the key cancels. Say what you want about those, but I mean, there's a skill, um, competitive edge, I guess, to those techniques. And then on top of that, I mean, just why would you get rid of sidestepping? Who the fuck thought that was a good idea? I mean, let's not even get into the transformation thing for a minute here, but like sidestepping. We're gonna get rid of sidestepping? What the fuck are we doing? What are we doing? Like, I know I haven't played the game yet. I've only seen other people play it and talk about it, so maybe when I get my hands on it, somehow it'll make sense, but it seems like they have just they're trying to take the competitive edge out of a fighting game. Like at the bare bones of it, yeah, maybe it's not a 2D fighter like that ultra competitive, but that was part of the fun. That's part of the fun of any fighting game, no matter if it's 3D or 2D, is being better than the other person you're fighting. Um, so yeah, I mean, the right now it looks like a total role play. Like there's not, I'll wait for a PvP showcase to like really, you know, um, go scorched earth on these devs. Because like honestly, like Xenoverse 2 didn't last 10 years because people wanted a completely new game. It's not the reason the game is still going. I just got out. I'm still doing the Festival of Universes thing that they've got going right now. My Xbox is on. I'm playing it right now. Um, so yeah, I mean, all they really had to do for Xenoverse 3 was the same thing that they did from Xenoverse 1 to Xenoverse 2, which was improve on what was already there. Nobody was asking for them to change every single game mechanic that we've been playing with for the last 10 years and then put a timer on transformations. Like if there's not a mastery system to the transformations, it's cooked. It's over. There's nobody's doing that. Nobody wants to do that. Nobody wants to go Super Saiyan for 30 seconds or a minute. You know, that's just horrible decision making by whoever is in charge of that. This soul change thing, nobody was asking for. Um, I'm just like so confused. We waited 7 years and like the game itself looks great. Everything on the game looks awesome except for the combat. Like I don't get, is this the only way they could make the netcode work was if they had to slow the game down like this much? I need this to make sense to me because what the fuck are they doing? Um, Yeah, I'm not gonna try to rant too long. I understand there's a lot of the game that we have not seen yet. And I'll obviously be waiting for that. I'll be waiting to see what they put out. But from what I'm seeing right now, there seems to be basically no skill gap in the game at all. It seems like it's you either hit first and you vanish, and then like I just don't get, like the stamina management thing was actually interesting. It kept it interesting. Why are we going to this Kakarot system where it's a brain dead, press this button to do this combo, press this button to do this combo? Why can we not mix the combos together and cancel the combos into supers, into other things? It looks like there's no fluidity to the combat in the game. So, um, I've seen a lot of people say this, and I kind of have to agree. I mean, if they drop this game, I mean, without even addressing some of these issues, but if they drop this game tomorrow, I mean, it's not going to do well. If they drop it a year from now and they don't change anything about what we're seeing, like it's like they removed the core of Xenoverse. They removed the core of the franchise and made a whole new game that, like is some kind of hybrid between Xenoverse and Kakarot and like Battle of Z, and I mean, I couldn't even finish Kakarot. I love Dragon Ball Z. I've been watch I was born in 97. I grew up on it. I've been watching every single series they put out, played almost every single game they've put out. Xenoverse 2 has been the one that I've spent probably more hours on than any other one. Um, and just because I mean they've kept it alive, but also, there's more creative freedom and all that in that game. And that's what Xenoverse 3 was supposed to bring. Just give us the same thing with better customization, a better world, and a new story. You could leave almost everything else the same. And it's like they spent all this time building this new system. I'm guessing to try to fix the netcode, but like what the fuck, man? I just don't understand it. I don't understand that. So, look, this is coming from a place of love. I've loved Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball since I was 4 years old. It's probably the first show I remember ever watching. Um, so please let the Xenoverse 3 devs see this video and take my words as a warning. I am a Dragon Ball fan first and also a gamer. I've been gaming since my very first memory of anything is playing Mario Kart with my family and I was probably like 2 or 3 years old. I don't know how old I was, but on the Nintendo 64. So I know what I'm talking about when it comes to gaming, and I know what people want from Xenoverse. And this is not it. I can tell you right now, from looking at the combat, this is not it. Everything else about the game looks awesome. I'm not hating on the rest of the game, but you can't just give us the first two games and keep this game alive for 10 years and then just totally nuke the skill gap in the combat. That just ruins it. It's anyway, not gonna make this go on too long. I just want to get this up. Um, and hopefully the devs can see this and make adjustments. And then if I had to say anything to the people writing Dragon Ball these days, you're cooking for the most part, but please stop with the giants. Okay, we. I'm tired of giants. I'm tired of villains whose big, moment is they're gonna get big. They're gonna. We had Anilaza in Tournament of Power. We had fucking Cell Max in the last movie. We had Goma have a giant form. Like, stop with the giants. You need to write someone who's actually interesting as a villain. Okay? You can't keep getting away with we're gonna make him big. That's not gonna fly. It's not gonna continue to fly. Okay, now I'm excited for Moro and everything that's coming down the pipeline. For the love of fucking God, please stop writing your villains to be giants for no fucking reason at all. I've stopped nerding out now, but alright, those are my thoughts on it. All things Dragon Ball right now.